inside, I wanted to take one of Anthony's papers and cover it. So let's see what we've got left. Can use this for the inside. It's just a bit too short. I actually wanted to use this for the inside, the birdies. And then I can do it like in the middle and then take another piece of paper and do it on the sides. For example, like so. I don't like that. Or this one maybe. Oh, that would be nice. So I think I will be cutting this down to size to fit in the inside, and underneath I'm going to use some of this music paper to cover the part that, well, isn't covered. So I'm just going to cut that down. Okay, I didn't like the music paper, so I just took the top, I think, from this page and glued it on the sides. And I'm going to glue this on here. Something like this. I would have actually loved this to be the front cover. Okay, then on the other side, I'm just going to trim this down. And when I'm done, I will be sewing around everything again. Okay, so the cover I want to cover with some really vintage old music paper. So let's cut that down to see what I want. Like this. This is nice and a lot of music notes. And I want to cover. Just take the whole thing. This. So skew. And then this will be the back side. Let's cover this and see. I'm just gonna cut another piece the same width. And then I want to cover these two like so. So I'm going to stick this down. So I covered the front with music paper and I've got this on the inside. And just fold it like so, yeah. So now I'm gonna play a bit with my inks again and try to just vintage this up again. But I don't want it to be that dark, so I want to take some, let's see if I take some tea dye, otherwise I'm going to use my vintage photo. I think that would be the best actually. Let's see what the tea dye does. Okay, just take some of the tea dye and see. Yeah, that's fine. Get some of the tea dye on here, some inks. It's already quite old, this paper, but I just want to do the edges a bit more. And in the spine, of course. Okay, the other side as well. Middle. Okay, I like that. I think I will be using my texture stamp and use the rusty hinge to get some texture on there. I'm just wondering if I should do this first. Yeah, let's just do this. Not too much, just a bit. On this side as well. Should I do the inside? Let me just do the corners. Maybe on the spine a bit. And then I want to take my stencil and some of this wood filler and a spatula and just make some marks on here. The back as well. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, so that's dry now, and I have backed the butterflies up and wanted to put these on the front cover. So I've got this color that I checked, and I think this is the closest, salvaged patina, and in faded jeans for this one. So I thought I would just go over the marks that I made with the ink pads, and then spray it with water. So now I'm just going to spray some water. Just gonna dry this. Okay, so it's dry, and I've got my heavy duty gel medium, and I want to cover the cover again with some of this medium, and then on top of that I want to put some napkin to get it more sturdy and to pull everything together. Let me just get a brush. Okay, I'm going to try this brush. So I'm just going to cover this in this medium, and then cover this with one layer of napkin. And I have to be careful not to overdo it, for I have used Distress Oxides inks. So I'm going to show you the first part, and then I'm going to overlap the edges, for I wanted to take it to the inside as well. So I'm going to do the rest and then I'll be back. Okay guys, so I covered it and it's quite dry, so I'm just going to give it another layer on top. Okay, then I'm gonna quickly ink up the edges. So, and then I want to put this trim on there, and then I will be putting on these butterflies like this and like this. Something like this. And then I have this little label. I wanted to put maybe something around here. So I'm just wondering if I should. I'm just going to glue this down quickly. Something like this. And I just use some textile glue. Okay, so let's glue the first butterfly down and just put some black threads behind it. This one I'm gonna glue down completely. Okay, then the second one I'm going to use some foam tape, just a little piece, to stick behind his body, like so, and it's too big, so I'm going to cut a piece off. I have inked them all up. So this one I want to put on like this. And then the next one I also want to put on some foam tape, and this is a little cute small one. So again, piece of this foam tape on there. There we go. So now we've got like a three-dimensional little butterfly, and I'm going to do the same with this one. Some black threads behind it, and glue this down completely. Something like this. Then the second one, again, some of this foam tape. And the last one. Okay, and on the back I want just this one butterfly, and I'm just gonna stick it down flat on the back. I do want to add some black thread. Okay. Okay, we've got a butterfly on the back. I think that's cute. I put in my signatures. They fit in nicely. And maybe a metal name tag. So I've got this brass nameplate I think I'm gonna glue there. Just put in some brads. There we go, and I'm gonna try and glue this down with some tacky glue. Hopefully this will work. I'm gonna clip that on there. And we can put a little nameplate in there. Okay guys, so this is dry and I've finished off most of the stuff. I just inked around it with ground espresso, so it's a little bit darker, and also the edges of the trim I put sewn in the signatures, and I wanted to just finish it off with some gilding wax here and there. Also on the butterflies. There we go, on the back. And then we can do a little flip through. And maybe some black splatters would be cute. So I've got some gold on there and I'm loving it. I'll show you guys. I don't know if you can see it. I am loving the little gold on there. So I'm just going to take some Van Gogh 803 and mix it with some water and do some splattering. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the back as well. First I'm gonna let this dry. So I'm also gonna do some black splatters, and I'm just gonna take some black acrylic paints. So I'm just gonna take some black. And mix some water. And just give some black splatters on there as well, just a bit. Back as well. Okay, so I'm gonna dry this quickly and then be back with a little flip through. hope you enjoyed me making this. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please keep on crafting and creating. Until next time. Bye-bye.